It's the PirateCast. Let's go, 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 yeah, go, go. It's the PirateCast. Let's go, 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 go. You know what I mean?
Welcome back to Poole. Been a couple of years away. What's it like putting the skull and crossbones back on again?
Yeah, it's really good. I'm looking forward to it, and yeah, it should be a really good year, and it's nice to be back.
Absolutely. Nice team around you as well. Obviously, got some big boots to fill after last year. 3-time winners last year, the Pirates. You confident this year with the team you've got around you?
Yeah, definitely. Anything can happen, and the team that Matt and Danny and the management have put out at Poole is a really good team, and we've got a lot of potential. And yeah, I think it'll be good. Might take a meeting or two to get going, but I think it'll be really good. And come the crucial playoff time, I think we'll really click into gear.
Absolutely. Is it correct you're on a 2-year deal? I think that snuck into the media.
Yes.
Okay. Good. So sort of establishing for next year as well. Looking forward to the future. Of course, you were down here quite recently doing a sort of unopen to fans practice. What's the track like, and how has it changed since you were last down here as a Pirate?
Yeah, it's bigger than I remember actually. They were doing some more work in the winter, and yeah, they've widened it a little bit, and it rode really well, and it's really smooth and stuff. And yeah, it's nice to be back on the Sunshine Coast, isn't it?
Yeah, brilliant stuff. One of the last questions I've got, really, I mean, obviously 2-year deal. I was going to mention about your goals for 2025. I think this team this year, you're starting the season with 3 heat leaders. I think those 3 could potentially change during the course of the year, and I think you're one of the people that might be contending for one of those spots. What are your goals for 2025? Where do you see yourself at the end of the year?
Well, I finished the season for Glasgow last year at number 5, and my average was right that I could slot back in at number 4. So yeah, why not take it at the start of the year and then go back to heat leader and finish the season off for the playoffs heat leader.
Perfect, great stuff. Anders, have a great season. It's going to be awesome. Got full faith in you, no pressure though. And we'll see you down here on Good Friday for the first meeting.
Perfect, thank you.
Well, welcome to Poole. It's great to have you here. You're in your first set of Championship Kevlars officially.
Yeah.
What's it like putting the skull and crossbones on as your first Championship team?
Exhilarating. I think that's the right word. Almost getting run over by my teammate
Rich.
Speak,
yeah.
Actually. Yeah, it is something special. Especially being with the Pirates this season is as my first kind of Championship official team. It's kind of taken me back a little bit, and it's just like remembering the days when we were just like on the 125, just kind of poddling around on my small wheel 125, and now I'm here with like people like Cookie, everyone. Just it's really cool.
Yeah, you've come a long way. Obviously, been involved in speedway for some time, and as was really well publicised, lots of teams wanted to get you on board really early.
Yeah.
Why was it Poole? What was it that finally sold you on Poole rather than anyone else?
This is probably one of my most asked questions at the minute, but I couldn't actually tell you. I think it's like I opted for a very easy home track with Bellevue in the National League.
Yep.
And I didn't want to go to like somewhere like Glasgow or somewhere where the track is a little bit easier. So and obviously I've got Greg on my side, and he rode here for a couple meetings and stuff. So he said to me that the track, the people here are amazing, but the changing rooms and the toilets are, yeah, you know the rest. So I just thought I'd opt for a little bit of more of a technical track for this season, and just got to see how it goes.
Absolutely. I think once you learn where some of the bumps are, you're normally okay. Once you work out where they are, you can pretty much adapt to it. You've got to have a really difficult time ahead of you because you're here. It's press and practice day. You're going to be getting on a bike today, and you're not going to be in Pirates Kevlars again for another few months.
Yeah.
What's that like for you? Because I mean, you've got to be envious of the other guys around being able to Good Friday, hop on a bike, ride for the Pirates, and you've just got to sit and wait.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to try get down for Good Friday and go root on the boys, but it's annoying. Like they've got Matt coming in for me for the first couple of meetings, and it's it is what it is. I can't help when I was born, so you just got to kind of, like you said earlier, adapt to it and just try to take it in my stride, and all the boys are going to be settled in and they're all going to be getting along when I come in, but just trying to make as many friends as possible now, so I kind of get a warm welcome in at the end of June.
Absolutely. No, we spoke to Matt a couple of weeks ago from Australia and said, like, is it a bit awkward between you and Will, with Will sort of having to come in and kick you out the team? He said, no, it's fine, we're all good, it's just a job at the end of the day, and he's hoping to get himself in the shop window for other teams. But yeah, I mean, we're looking forward to seeing you on the track. There is going to be a lot of pressure on you, obviously. We had something similar with Max Perry last year, a lot of pressure on young Max, but obviously still wasn't quite recovered from the injuries that he had. I think you're a little bit of a different basket, again, not wanting to put pressure on. Whoa, that's windy. But how do you adapt to that? I think a lot of people are really expecting you to hit the ground running. How do you react to the pressure?
Well, yeah, everyone's going to expect me to hit the ground running, especially because I did in the National League. But I just want them to know that I'm going to try my best, and if I do, brilliant, like hooray. But if I don't, it's racing, isn't it? I'm going to try my best, and it's going to be tough. I'm not going to say that, look, I'm going to come in here and smoke, pack of Castagna. I'm really not. So yeah, it's difficult. I just got to try to take it in my stride, keep a level head, and see what the season brings.
Perfect. We look forward to June. We don't want to rush the season away, but we're looking forward to having you out there. It'll be great to see you on the track today. Best of luck for the rest of 2025. We'll see you in June.
Thank you.
Poole Starke, welcome back to Poole. What does it feel like coming back? It's been a few years.
It has. Yeah, it's the same as I remember, but yeah, it's a pleasure for me to come back, really. I know what the club's about, and I've got some really fond memories. So yeah, just come back and hopefully replicate that again.
Yeah, absolutely. Good stuff. Good attitude. It's obviously 2017 was the last time that you were officially a Pirate. You've guested previously. How have you changed as a rider? It's a bit of a deep question, but over that time, what was the Poole Starke like then to the Poole Starke we're getting in 2025?
I mean, age has played a part, as you know, as it does with everybody. But just, I don't know. I think for me, although I love what I do and stuff, and I know what I'm capable of, I love racing. I'm not trying to be world champion. And that's the difference now. But I want to, I know what I can do, and that's what I'm here to do. So that's the difference.
When you had the phone call to come back to Poole, was it a no-brainer for you? Is it somewhere you've always wanted to come back to?
Yeah, well, I've had a good relationship with Matt and Danny and everybody involved, and I know a lot of people here. So, yeah, and as I say, the times that I'd spent here in the past, I had a lot of success with them, and just memories, really, really fond memories, and points in my life. So, no-brainer, for sure. Nice
one. And just finally, the track. They've put a lot of work in over the off-season. Have you ridden it yet? Did you ride it at practice?
No, today's the first day for me, but I've looked. It looks good. There's a couple of changes that I'm really interested to try out as well. So it looks good. Can't wait to get out there.
Yeah. Do you remember where all the lumps and bumps are from when you were last here?
I mean, they'll rattle through me as I go around as well. But I'll find them, I'm sure.
Nice one. Appreciate your time, Poole. Best of luck this year,
Thanks,
and it's going to be a good one.
Perfect. Thank you.
Tobias Thomsen. It's not been that long since we last spoke to you, but how was your winter?
Busy like always. But just preparing everything for this season, and a lot more people to visit for sponsoring and all that, sort everything out, so I have the best equipment for this season.
We've heard that your preparation this year has really stepped up a level. What have you done? What's new for you this year?
I just got loads of new contacts over here from last season, so I just flew over a few times to speak to people, and whatever they could help me with I took, and have a nice chat and all that, and so many nice people down here, and I'm really grateful for it.
Yeah, brilliant. We've spoke to a couple of the other guys, and we're very conscious that this year, obviously, we start with the 3 heat leaders. We've made the prediction a number of times that I think the heat leaders may change this year, and with obviously you and Anders, I think are going to be really pushing for those heat leader spots at times this year. What are your goals for 2025? Do you want to be right up the top end of the team? Is that where you want to end up?
To ride for Poole Pirates, it's going to be hard to take that top spot, but I'm just taking heat by heat. I'm not trying to overthink things, My main goal is to go up a league, so I have 2 leagues, so I don't have to work in the summer. Just focus on racing. That's my main goal. But like I said, heat by heat, and I go all in every time. So see where we're at the end.
And a lot of pressure this year. Obviously, last year Poole won everything there was to win. Different team now. Obviously, we've lost Ben, we've lost Tom. they're very difficult guys to replace on a team, but we've got a very solid looking team around us. What do you think about your new team?
I think it looks good from 1 to 7. Obviously, there's a big shoes to fill out with Ben and them gone, but I think it's doable.
Yeah.
I think it is. We just need to click as a team and help each other in the tough times. They are gonna come. That's how it is. There are gonna be some away meetings. We're gonna help each other out, and but I think we can do it 100%.
Yeah, absolutely. Have you had a look at the track since you've been over? Is it looking better than last year? Have there been some improvements?
It looks good as always. It's a beautiful place to ride your bike down here, and I'm looking forward to go out now.
Yeah, I know one of the things we've always said about you is you're not a rider, you're a racer.
Exactly.
You will always try right up until the last bend, even if you're in last position, you'll be trying, and I think that's what makes you so popular amongst the fans. Are we going to get to see some more donuts this year?
Yeah, a lot, of course. Of course. More success and more donuts, that's the plan, yeah.
Fantastic. Best of luck for the 2025 season. We'll be down here Good Friday cheering you on. And up the Pirates for 2025.
Yeah, mate, that's the words. Thanks.
Thank you. 2025, Midlow. How do you top 2024? That's the first big question. We won everything there was to win. How do you come back from that?
I know, that's what everybody's been asking me, isn't it? But we've done it before. We can do it again. I mean, it's, as you say, it's a very tough act to follow. But we've got a good team this year. There's potential for improvement on some of the riders, and so hopefully that's going to be the key.
Yeah, absolutely. I know you've got Ben and Zach both staying with you again. Is Ben sort of strutting around now? Don't need championship anymore. Yeah, I'm a Premiership guy. Is that?
Oh yeah, he just plays golf every day and sits and watches television. And
in his trailer.
Got a full-time mechanic, and so no. I think he's finding it very strange. So it's really weird, sort of getting up and not having to go and spend all day in the workshop, whereas Zach is in the workshop every day.
Yeah, and again, not having Ben and Zach on the same team down here it's a bit of a. It feels like we're missing someone from the team.
Yeah, it does. I know, but you can't stop progress, can you? I mean, they're in the sport to progress, and Ben sort of reached that plateau, I think, where he felt that he's good enough to go further. He's obviously doing very well in Poland. I know his start of the English season's been a bit iffy, but he's still scored some points. So yeah, I think there's more to come from him.
Yeah, absolutely. One of the things we mentioned on PirateCast, and it was almost a Freudian slip. It slipped out. Said that Bailey House was like Hogwarts for young Aussie speedway riders, and I think that needs to go on a T-shirt.
Yeah.
Well, obviously you get a cut.
Yeah, well, I've actually did have some T-shirts made. It's got a picture of the house. It says, I stayed at the Bailey House and survived. So
only a few get that.
Yeah, only a few really stay for any next time. But yeah, no, it's always been the same, hasn't it? I mean, we've had riders gone back 50 years to live there, and it keeps me young. And they're like our kids. Susie looks after them, and it's nice for Ben and Zach's mum to know that they're in a family environment.
Absolutely. And again, from a personal perspective, obviously lots of changes with you over the close season with the warehouse.
Yeah.
The changes there, and are you enjoying your retirement? Let's put it that way.
Oh, very much so. Yeah. But again, it's weird for me not to have to get up and go to work every weekend. I've got to get back and do this. I go, no, I can go and play golf.
Yeah.
So it's not so pressured, and it's nice. My wife's not been very well last year, so that was a big thing. So it gives me time to be with her and for her to relax.
Perfect. Okay. Have a great season. I'm sure with you at the helm, it's going to be fine. Let's get that treble again.
Absolutely. Be nice to annoy everybody again, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That's the best thing. Zach Cook, welcome back to the UK. How was your winter?
Yeah, good. It went pretty fast, got home from Vegas and sort of relaxed a bit, and then had the Australian titles, and before I knew it, I was back here.
How long did it take to get over the hangover from Vegas?
Oh, it was a long sleep on the plane, put it that way. I was looking forward to get out of there after the week there. So, no, it was good fun, and yeah.
Yeah, nice one. Now, you've probably heard this from other places. Statistically, you're the most successful Pirates captain of all time. You've captained the Pirates for one match, which they won, and you were undefeated by an opponent in that match. Are we going to keep that going for the rest of 25?
Yeah, let's try. No, forgot about that. Yeah, hopefully keep that going for a couple of meetings anyway.
Nice, good stuff. In all seriousness, how do you approach the captaincy? Obviously, Ben was the captain last year, so I'm sure you've absorbed a lot from him. But do you approach race night a little bit differently? How's your interaction with the boys change with you being the captain?
Just sort of, I'm not looking into it too much. Like Rich and Louis don't need any guidance with anything. It's just more, I think, have a bit more to do with the new boys, giving them any sort of tips and anything they need for, especially around here. It's my 4th season here now, so I know my way around this track, and just anything really. If I can help in any way, I'll be doing so.
Fantastic. And one of the last things we just spoke to Neil about, it's obviously you and Ben still at Midlows. How is it with him not in the team, him going off and doing his own thing, and on a Poole race night, I guess he'll be down here when he can, but him not next to you in the pits?
I suppose, yes, and it's a bit different, I guess, since we've been here, we've been here together, and he was here our first year over here, but just sort of, it's part of him progressing on as a rider, and moving on, and that'll be me one day, hopefully moving to Poland and moving on with your career. But I don't really know. I haven't had a race night without him here yet, so it'll be all sweet, and he'll be down here getting a few tips and helping out with whatever he can whenever he's not busy.
Nice one. So I think if you look at your careers paralleled, I think you're almost exactly 12 months behind him with sort of moving in from reserve to second string to heat leader. And so is your goal this year to sort of cement your legacy at the Pirates and then move on to Premiership as a sort of permanent thing and over to Poland?
Yeah, you never know what the season has in hand, but he had a big season last year and progressed a lot with obviously Lejno, and even just his English stuff he really improved. So definitely that's what I want to be doing. You always want to be improving and moving on to new things, and it'd be nice for me to progress a lot this year and take captaincy in the heat leader role.
Top man, awesome. Have a great season. We're going to be down here Good Friday cheering the Pirates on. Best of luck for 2025.
Thank you.
It's the PirateCast. Let's go, 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 go. It's the PirateCast. Let's go, 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 go. You know what I mean?